Are you looking at your Airbnb calendar and seeing more empty days than you'd like? Those gaps in bookings are not just missed opportunities, but loss of income and huge revenue you're leaving off the table. This isn't just a fault of being in slow season, this is a fault of not having a good revenue management and pricing strategy in place. What if I told you that you can and you should have your Airbnbs booked all year round, no matter what time of the year it is? No more making money just a few months out of the year and watching all your profits disappear as you burn money through the winters. Today, I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step method that I personally use for all 400 of my Airbnbs that helps me stay booked at least 80% occupied year round. And I promise you, it's a lot more simple than you think. My name is Hamza Zafar. I'm the world's biggest independent Airbnb arbitrage operator with over 400 Airbnbs in my portfolio, making me over $1 million a month. Biggest problem that I see a lot of hosts having is that they make the majority of their money 4 to 6 months out of the entire year, and for the remaining 4 to 3 months of slow season, they're sitting there with empty calendars, burning money out the door, and losing revenue that you could have had in the first place. This is not a good strategy, especially if you want to scale. You need to use your profits to expand your business to get more units. You can't just keep relying on outside funding or just burning all that money every single winter. The last thing you want to do is to go into your own pockets and actually pay out a cost to cover your rents during every single slow season. Here are a few tips and strategies that I've implemented in my 400 Airbnb business that you can do the exact same to help increase your occupancy, get more bookings, and make sure you're not burning money every single slow season. Now, the first one is the most important is pricing. You have a psychological barrier in your mind on what you should be able to charge every single day. Unfortunately, the market doesn't work like that. What you can charge is actually dictated by market demand. If psychologically in your head, you don't want to drop your house for less than $100 a night, that's too sad because the market might be at $50 a night. And you, just by holding it at 100, are leaving a lot of money off the table. Imagine booking an airplane on Spirit Airlines from Detroit to Miami. You have multiple different types of tickets being offered, all the way from $30 a ticket to $300 a ticket. What you have to understand is the airline model is the exact same as Airbnbs, short-term rentals, and hotels. The majority of your income, the majority of your big bookings are going to come from weekends. Just like in airlines, the majority of their money is going to come from first class, comfort plus, people who are paying for business class and first class. Just your weekends alone should be able to cover your entire rent, if not more. After that, your weekdays are all sitting vacant, and now it's your job to get them filled. The cost to run your Airbnb every single month has a set rate of whatever your rent is plus utilities. Whether somebody's staying for $10 a night or $100 a night, that fixed cost is not going to change. Just like with the airlines, whether I get on that plane for $20 or $2,000, that plane is taking off with or without me. It's not going to cost them anything extra to sit an extra 20, 30 people at $40 to $50 per seat, because that plane's costs are fixed, just like my Airbnb's costs are completely fixed every single month. So if today is January the 1st and I have no bookings the entire week, but my Friday and Saturday are booked, that means I'm dropping my rates all the way to as low as $30 to $40 a night. Any dollar you make after your cleaning fee technically is revenue in your pocket. So you could even charge $10 a night for your listing. As long as your cleaning fee covers the actual cost to clean, it's still an extra $10 in your pocket. As we all know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are the hardest days out of the entire week to get booked. So during slow season, I'm dropping my rates for all 400 of my apartments to as low as $40 per day. You might think, wow, that's really nothing. I'd rather have it sit vacant. But think about it in my lens. I have 400 units. 400 units times 4 days of the week times that $40 is almost $80,000 per week that I could be leaving off the table, but instead I'm actually collecting. And that's just for 1 week. If you do it for the entire month, follow the exact same strategy to fill in those weekdays at the lowest price possible, that's an extra $300,000 a month in my pocket because I have no psychological barrier on what I should be charging. The market decides what you should charge for your Airbnb. So if you have your unit sitting vacant and your minimum price and price labs anywhere from $80 to $100, go right away, drop it all the way down to $40, add a 70% gradual discount for anything booked within 21 days. And I promise you, you get a lot of your weekdays filled up as soon as possible. The second tip that you must follow is having better listings. During slow season, a lot of people have a variety on what to pick from. Because everybody's racing towards price and price is trending towards the bottom, you have to make sure you have the best available listing with as many amenities as possible. All of my units now have work desks, chairs, cribs, 4K monitors, TVs in the bedrooms, free parking, allowing pets, extra beds, and even sofa beds. That way they can sleep more people. If you do all these things and make your Airbnb stand out in a crowd of hundreds, if not thousands of other Airbnbs, I promise you, you'll get booked over your competitors. Just by applying these two simple factors, pricing strategy and revenue management, and as well as having the best listings possible with the best pictures, the best reviews, and making sure you're offering every amenity that you possibly can. These two things combined will make sure you stay occupied at least 80%, if not more, throughout the entire year. And remember, every day vacant is $1 wasted. Now that you've reached the end of this video, you now have a foolproof method of making sure your Airbnbs stay booked year round and maintain at least an 80% occupancy level. Just by implementing these two things gives you a reliable source of income to make sure you stay booked year round and not burn money during every slow season. Also, heads up, if you still need help, I made $10 million in Airbnb over the last 12 months and have helped over 1,500 students do the exact same. I can show you my exact step-by-step process on how I was able to quit my 9-to-5 job as an engineer and start, scale, and automate a fully passive 8-figure Airbnb business without owning any property. And if you don't secure your first unit within 6 weeks, I'll work with you directly to make sure you do. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in, click the first link in the description and we can start working together. If you want to learn more about how to fully automate your Airbnb business, click the video on the screen. See you guys in the next one.